Hey guys, Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. Another crypto conversation. This does not have anything to do with HVAC. I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been watching this stuff. And for those of you who already jumped on, you know what's going on. But if you don't, if you're just lost in this stuff, follow this just for a little bit. Oh, by the way, on this here, I did this little course because I keep teaching people over and over. So I just did like a $20 little course, and I put it over on my HVAC training platform. And it's just designed so that if you've never done this stuff before, you just kind of watch the video and follow along and do it yourself, because this is really Greek to a lot of people. But let's look over here. This is Johnny Deaton. He's an attorney, and he filed for a motion to intervene on this court case between the XRP, which is the currency I've been telling you guys about. You got to get in on this thing, because you're just gonna see. I think you're really going to be surprised. We're getting ready to see something big financially. The U.S. dollar, it's facing some difficult times. It's good to diversify your investments, and if you're just in cash, you could get hurt. Again, not financial advice, but he was talking about here, when the government tries to protect people, is usually not a good thing. So if you're not familiar, the Securities and Exchange Commission, right before the ex-chairperson left, he initiated a lawsuit against Ripple, which is the company of XRC, and virtually everything stopped. And that was, here's the they filed for another extension. By the way, the judge has told the SEC that they must turn over the documents that Ripple requested regarding Bitcoin and Ethereum, that they're saying it's not securities, and they won't do it. And the judge ordered them again, and they won't do it. They're getting ready to lose this thing, or at a worst case scenario, we're going to see a settlement. And this thing's going to be over. But back to here, the government, they always say they're here to protect investors, but this guy proved them wrong, because all of the investors came in and wanted to attack or step in and intervene, because they're hurting their investments. And so what that means to you is this: the price has dipped. You're probably not going to see it this low again. You probably ought to get involved in this now if you plan on doing it, even if it's just $100 or whatever you decide that you want to risk, because everything's a risk. It's very volatile. It's up, down, up, down. So the only way to do this is to put something in there and just forget about it, and then come back and look a little later when things look different. But this is a good one here. The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, according to Ronald Reagan, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." So we know how that works. But Kevin Case just put this up here, that I Trust Capital integrates Coinbase custody for digital asset security. And he added, extremely happy that he moved one of his old Roth IRA funds over to that. And so there are ways to minimize your tax liability in spite of the capital gains. I'm going to put in our little course over there a strategy where you can put these currencies over there and let them just earn interest for you. You don't have to touch them, so you can make money without selling your assets. And that's kind of what we're looking for here. There's a lot of good stuff here, a lot of stuff going on, but I really just wanted to encourage those of you who have made the investment. You're going to have to be patient on this. We don't know how long this lawsuit thing is going to drag out, that is blocking you from buying this directly in the United States. I put in the course over there a couple of platforms that seem to be working for small purchases, but they run out quickly. But I'll also show you how to buy whatever you want to buy and send it out of the country and exchange it and hold it out there until this thing settles. You're not doing anything illegal. The Securities and Exchange Commission's already said that the platforms in the United States, like Coinbase, that had removed XRP because of this lawsuit, are not doing anything illegal. Okay, so why they haven't put it back on, is beyond me, but we have an imagination. We know that things aren't always the way it should be, and we know that we little guys usually get the short end of the stick, but not this time. So if you know how to go about getting your XRP, make that move now. It just made another run up towards 90 cents. It still hasn't hit its all-time high, which is $3 and almost $4. And we're going to blast through that, and we may see some huge numbers. And if you haven't seen the signed documents and everything else that are out there floating around, Ripple, the company that is behind the XRP, and XRP is it's its own thing. It's going to blow a lot of people's minds in terms of the technology it's bringing. You see, when you invest in something like this, you're investing in something called utility, something that solves problems, something that we need to solve financially. Cross-border payments being the big one. And so we're going to see a lot of things. So I did add some additional currencies, like I said, based on a course that I've taken, and somebody else has done the homework, somebody a lot smarter than this kind of stuff than I am. He has his degree and he explains why this, why that. And I shared some of that over in the group as well, because if you guys kind of get into this, it's kind of fun. You know, you invest a little here, invest a little there, and you watch your gains run. Some people like to diversify, and I put my favorite ones in there that I'm in, plus some other ones that are probably a little bit more high risk, but with high risk could potentially be higher gain. So, you know, with everything, you got to do your own homework, you got to know what you're into. But if you are interested in this stuff, go out there, do some homework. You can jump around YouTube and figure out a lot. But if you just don't know nothing and you just want to follow somebody, I did throw that little course in there. I'll put a link beneath this video. Peter Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. You guys be safe, and we'll get back on the HVAC topic real soon, I promise. Bye-bye.